Hey everyone, Jessie here with parkbench.com. Today I have the pleasure of interviewing Dee Omahen, real estate agent and sponsor and ambassador of a local community website all about Ponte Vedra, Florida. Hey Dee, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for taking the time to chat this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So to get started, why don't you tell all of our viewers a bit about why you first decided to become a real estate agent?
Yes, it's kind of an interesting jump that I made because I used to work with children with disabilities and their families. And when we moved to Florida, I needed something that was a little more flexible. And real estate kind of fit the bill because I get to help people still and work with people. So that's been amazing.
I love that. So in your work in the industry so far, like what are some things that you think really set you apart from other realtors?
Well, what was interesting is I've always been an environmentalist at heart. And when I became a realtor, I didn't even know there was such a thing as green real estate. And so I kind of fell into that, and it's been a fantastic. So National Association of Realtors has a green designation. And I learned all about energy efficiency in the home. I learned about just green homes. I learned about native landscaping. So there's all these great skills that I've learned, and I can educate my customers about that and also try to make a difference in the world.
That's so cool. And I think such an important part, obviously, like it's something that we all need to be focusing on. And I think the fact that you have that as a pillar in your business is really important. What are some things that kind of like tie into what you might do with clients, like around being a green real estate agent?
Well, I currently have something that kind of helps everybody. It's not just my clients, but I created a green home guide.
Oh, cool.
Something that it's free for anybody. You can get it on my website, and it just teaches you things that you can do from like low cost fixes to higher budget items like solar PV panels. And yeah, so that can help people save money, save energy, and also help save the earth.
Awesome. I love that. And I think some people think that it's like you have to invest tons and tons of money if you do want to be greener. And I think there are so many other completely cost-effective options that make a difference. So I think that's really cool. That's an important part of what you do. So within your time in the industry so far, I'm sure you've had some memorable experiences working with clients. Can you think of anything memorable that stands out?
Yeah, my favorite so far is I had the privilege of working with a single mom who she has a son with autism, he's an adult, he's 18. And it was just so fantastic because they kind of just fell in my lap. And it was so interesting because she had had a stroke. So she had a disability also. And so it was like meant to be because I really understood what they needed. And they bought their house right before the pandemic. I mean, the pandemic was going on, but they were able to slide in and get a home before all the prices in our area went up really quick. So I was really proud about that.
Oh, that's so great. I'm sure that like that timing of all of it is a little bit more stressful, like trying to find the right fit. So that's such a great ending to that story. I love it.
Yeah, and their funding was an FHA loan. So it made it a little challenging too. And we were able to get her home, which I was really excited about.
I love that. That's really great. So outside of the world of real estate, what do you like to do for fun?
Well, I'm definitely a nature nerd. So as often as I can, I'm out like biking, hiking. I have a kayak, which I want to use more. And I run a local group in Nocatee called Friends of the Environment. And that's been really instrumental in trying to help the wildlife here. And so we do a lot of projects and educate the community about our environment here in Nocatee and why it's like worth preserving.
Yeah, that's so great. And I love that like your passion for being green and an environmentalist like bleeds into different areas of your life. I think that's really important too. I know you've talked about this with me in so many different conversations about how much you love the area that you live in. So what is it about Ponte Vedra, Nocatee that you really do enjoy so much?
Well, it's so unique. It's a master plan community. So everything was thoughtfully designed, and their whole goal is that you can work, play, live. I feel like I'm forgetting one other, and in Nocatee. And so it's awesome. Like, we have an electric golf cart, and they designed it so that we could take our golf carts everywhere. And so obviously, as an environmentalist, I love that because we're not polluting as much when we're driving those around. And then we have tons of trails. So I love riding my bike around here because you can actually get at least like 18 to 20 miles of biking on trails here.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's just a very active, unique community. So I'm really lucky to live here.
Yeah, unique for sure. I know when I first heard about the golf carts, I thought that was the coolest thing. Like, it's brilliant. I feel like it's very smart. I feel like it's cost effective. Again, it's better for the environment. I just find it so fascinating. It's like Ponte Vedra is definitely on my list now to come and check out because I find the area just so interesting.
Yeah, you definitely should come visit.
So I know, as much as green real estate is such a big pillar of your business, another really big pillar of your business is connecting and giving back to the community. So you've sponsored this local community website that's all about uplifting local businesses, local organizations. So why is that so important to you? Like, why is it so important that you think people should support the community and shop local?
Well, it's interesting because shopping local does so much for the community, because part of it helps the local economy because it creates jobs here. And you do feel more connected to the community. Like, since I've started the Park Bench site, I feel way more connected to the community because I'm meeting all these local businesses, and then I start buying from them and using their services. And the other interesting thing too is it is greener to buy local. So in terms of packaging and driving, you can bring your own bag when you go to the store. So there's just definitely a lot of good reasons to support local.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And I know the interviews you've done, like, I can see the connections you're building with other people in the area, which is so cool. And I think it's only natural that you then start supporting those businesses. So I think that Ponte Vedra is blessed to have you to highlight these businesses. It's been really cool to see.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Well, this has been great. It's been so good getting to know you today, Dee. Thanks so much for taking the time to chat.
Yeah, thank you for the interview.
Yeah, of course. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, this was Dee Omahen, real estate agent. Be sure to check out her local community website at parkbench.com/Ponte Vedra, Florida. And if you have a local business or organization in this amazing and unique community that wants to be featured, be sure to reach out to her today. Thanks again for your time today, Dee.
Thanks, Jesse.